Yo, what's good, everybody, man? It's MCXPRadio here for the BGSC Network. You already know what it is. Your boy Reed, man. It's been a minute. It's been about, I think, about a couple of weeks, man. Been busy, but I had to give y'all a show. Definitely, this week, um, big news. You know, when super big news drop, you got to talk about it. When super big news drop,
Gotta be there.
you
Gotta
got
be
to be
there.
there to talk about it. So this particular show will be dedicated strictly to that. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to speak your mind, please post your comments up, man. But y'all know what it is. Let's get this show started. Yeah. Back at it again, man. MCXP Radio, man. Here we nighttime, baby. It's nighttime. We in the mix. We grooving. Nighttime here in the BGSC network. You people are now tuned in. You're live. You're kicking it in the man cave at night. Usually we would come in at earlier times and stuff like that. But man, I got kids. So that's what it is, man. But of course, always glad to be here for the BGSC network. Show enough, man. Already got comments coming in. This is crazy. This is crazy. Shout out Snowman Multimedia. He just came in and said this Luka blockbuster trade is not as such. It's a money dump. Sir, Snowman, we're about to talk about all of this. People, if you haven't heard, now you seen the title of the show. If you haven't heard, I was in the now I wasn't in the bed. I think I was on the game or something last night.
If
The
you haven't
trade,
heard, you're under a rock. You're living in a cave somewhere
yeah,
in
it's somewhere
Afghanistan.
the blockbuster trade came through last night that Luka Doncic was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers out of all times.
Mm,
Traded to the
mm,
Los Angeles Lakers
mm.
in exchange for a first round pick in the future and Anthony Davis. And
And
I
that
have been sitting back and just watching. Oh yeah, Max Christie as well. I've been
there you go.
sitting back and watching and
Nobody
just
cares about him
listening.
though.
I'm just sitting back watching and listening and just talking to everybody's mind, just peeping everybody's frustration. And before you even like the initial fact of it, okay, the initial fact of it, like, hold on, let me put this banner up so y'all just for those y'all tune in. Luka Doncic is a Los Angeles Laker. And I know, and it's blowing everybody's mind because it's very hard to even imagine seeing Luka Doncic in a Lakers uniform. I
I
think a
mean,
lot of people really
it
assumed he was
it
going to
still
be
doesn't seem
right.
real. It
It
still
doesn't. It doesn't
doesn't.
seem real. It doesn't
It's
seem the
still
process.
yeah.
But this whole show is just going to be dedicated to this. So usually, if you've tuned into my show before, I've got 3 points. I usually drop 3 points. These that's on my brain, but I say screw it this time. This is just going to be this. So if you got anything that you want to say, please put your comment up there. I'm gonna put your comment on the show, man. Let you be able to talk, speak your mind. We're gonna talk about it and everything like that. I'm gonna give my emphasis. My boy Broke, he's gonna give his emphasis. It's all good, man. More comments coming in. Big game shout out to you. He said, I can't believe this trade happened. Wow. Snowman came back. He says, and you can't tell me that LeBron didn't have anything to do this. We will get into that, sir. That may actually come. Shout out to my man Milton. Milton then came through. He said AD is gone. Yo, man, the comments are please keep the comments coming in. Look, so who's gonna start, Brian? Here you.
When I go in, it might take a little bit. I'm gonna try to be as fast as possible, but
You're never fast.
go ahead, man. Exactly.
You're
You
never
first.
fast.
You first.
You're long way.
I
Okay.
am long winded.
So let me go ahead and give my take. So the initial looking at this when it came across, of course, I didn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. I thought Shams had got hacked. because I'd be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, no, no, no. And as I kept looking, I kept looking at the Bleach Report stuff like that. Yo, this is real. This is becoming more and more real. Okay, and then you kind of look at the Twitters and stuff like that. It is starting to become more and more and more and more real. So then you got to somehow swallow. I remember I woke my wife up. She actually woke up to feed the baby, and I said, "Sweetie, I got to tell you something, and I don't know how you're gonna feel about this." And she was like, "What?" She was half asleep, literally half asleep. And I told her, "Luka Doncic just got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers," and she automatically woke up. What? I was like, "Yeah, Luka's a Laker." She couldn't even believe it. My initial thought, and the funny part is, y'all know me, man. I'm not that huge of a Lakers fan. I support them from Kobe. You know, I love Kobe and whatnot. But I've never been a huge Laker fan. The initial shock to me was it could have been anybody but the Lakers. But as you start seeing more and more reports and things come out, supposedly this was almost about a month in the making when the Lakers had came down to play the Mavs. Um, GM Nico Harrison, and Rob Pelinka, they was talking about it in the back. You know, just put it out there in the air. Uh, Supposedly, Nico talked to the owner of the new owner of the Mavs. It's not Mark Cuban. So everybody that was trying to you know, show this thing to Mark Cuban, Mark had nothing to do with this because you know if Mark was the owner, this wouldn't even be a question. But he said even the owner kind of laughed, kind of chuckled a little bit about it. This kid didn't know anything about it. So it was almost just kind of out of left field. So then you start to wonder, like, for what reason in particular would this happen? For why? For what reason? Where can you fathom somebody that we know is going to be a Hall of Famer? He's the face of the franchise. You know what Luka is capable of. Why the hell would you even consider trade? And then people, I start to think. I start doing. Shout out to my bro, big bro. Shout out to my man T Jones. I talked to them guys as well. Um, and even my wife posted. She posed up a very, very good point. Shout out to the lady. She said, "Sweetie, I think it's more of a business aspect." She said, "If it's anything, if you haven't realized that sports is a business, she said this will make you believe that it is a business." She said, "Because I've sat there and seen you over the years talk, and it's no secret. Because yes, I'm a big Mavs fan, but we've seen how Luca has not shown up in the right shape, not ready to play. You know, and at the beginning of the season, he came in this season overweight, 260 pounds, 270 pounds. He's done this constantly. He has his injuries and whatnot. He's not always dependable on the way that he comes in. And then, of course, a lot of people talk about his defense, his lack of defense, and what he does on the court. Amazing scorer. One of the best scorers I've ever seen ever in my life. But we how many times have fans always kind of complained about the lack of effort or distance that he does? She made up a good point. Even knowing that Luca was due up for a supermax deal, which would have been another 340 mil, $350 million that he would have ended up getting. Do you want to invest in that? Are you getting your return of investment for that? Meaning, if I'm going to give you this much money, I'm expecting you to come in and do what you're supposed to do on all accounts, on all the courts. You look at guys like Shea Gilgis Alexander for Oklahoma City. Guy is balling. He comes in there, he does whatever he needs to do. He's taking OKC from being one of the lower levels to now one of the top teams in the West. Okay, coming in there every season, balling, doing it, whatever he wants to do. Rarely missing games. This is that and third, very dependable. Because Luka done the same. Yeah, in some aspects, yeah, he has. Then in other aspects, he has. Now, how many times have we heard these fans here? And I've heard millions of fans, even on the radio and whatnot. I've heard millions of fans talk about how lackluster, how immature Luka could be. This is that, and the third. So then you start to think in a business mindset, am I getting the right return for investment in this? If I'm paying this man this much money, am I getting the right return of investment? In a business standpoint, if you look at it, especially with these new owners, because they got so much money, they want to build casinos. They're looking at it as, again, why should we pay them? I don't think it's worth it. You know, let them go, get rid of them. Even there's been talks that these guys probably want to move the team to Vegas. I don't know how much of that is true.
That I don't see that.
I
I don't
I, I
see
don't
that
know.
happening.
I really don't know because Dallas is a very damn good market.
Yeah,
But
why would you leave the Dallas market?
the initial shock factor of it all, in a business standpoint, I somewhat understand because if I'm paying somebody top dollar, if I'm paying this one top dollar, I expect them to be at their best at all times. If they're coming in lackluster, if they're acting like they don't really want to be there, they want to halfway play basketball. I even heard sort of stories of that injury that he had earlier this year, saying that his wrist was down or his wrist was hurt. He took time off or whatnot. His wrist wasn't really hurt. They kind of just gave him more time to get himself better in shape to come in and play. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So my thing is, why would we have to do that if you're our top guy? If we're looking at you to be the leader, we're looking at you to be the franchise, we're looking at you to be the head of it. You got guys on the team that are looking at you and they want to follow you, but they're seeing how lackluster you can be. But yet, I'm still just going to chunk you out money because of who you are. That can send a negative message to the team. So I can't say that I'm necessarily for it. I can't say that I'm necessarily against it. I hate it's gonna be weird for me to see Luka not be in a Mavericks jersey because I expected Luka to be here for his whole career. If Luka wanted to leave, I would rather Luka leave on his own merit, on his own. You know what I'm saying? He
I
just
don't
finally
think
he
I
just
don't
finally
think he want
decided that he didn't. I'm just saying if
he
he
didn't want
was
to
gonna
leave.
be gone,
He didn't want to
I'm
leave.
saying if he wanted to be gone, let him go out on his own badge. Don't force it. Don't make it happen. But apparently, whatever the case may be, they saw it in the back office that this was something that needed to be done. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm still flabbergasted. I still don't know. Shout out Miss Canada. She said, Laker fan here. We won this trade. Hey, some people say you did. Some people say you don't. She said, I wanted one of the bigs like Lively. I understand. I understand.
We're not gonna get Luca and live.
I understand. You
Uh,
know, a lot of people kind of mentioned, about Clay and how Clay would feel about this. And I kind of gave a perspective on that. And I looked at it and I said, well, look,
Nobody cares what Clay thinks.
well, yeah, nobody, I have to care because Clay is on my squad. But if
Yes,
you
okay.
if you
I
if
feel
you
it.
look at it, if you look at it though, I looked at it like this for Clay. Yes, you guys brought me in and y'all told me that I'll be able to play with Kyrie. I'll be able to play with Luca. Cool. All right. Now, this being my first year, how many games have I actually played with Luca? Hasn't been that many. We're already at 50 games. I hadn't played that many games. I've only played with Luca maybe 22 games.
Yeah,
Maybe not even that.
how many games have Luca played this year so far? Do we
Yeah,
know?
it's been like 22 or something like that. And
20,
we're already
20.
at 50. You
All
see what I'm
right.
saying? So not even half of the games that Luca has been here, they didn't play.
He's been out since Christmas.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you've got that. Then I also looked at it. Well, yeah, Clay came down there to play with Luca. Y'all told me that we'll do that. Okay. Well, looking after this trade, Clay's going to get more touches. He's going to be more involved in the offense, do what he needs to do, under the leadership of Kyrie, J Kidd, whoever else. Okay. So you got that. Um, it's not like, and I'm not putting the Lakers down, but now you're looking at the Lakers team that only really has LeBron, Luca, maybe Rui, Reeves. You know what I'm saying? But who else, to kind of help with that squad? And then it's not like he could have stayed over there at Golden State because number one, Golden State didn't want him. And then Golden State don't even have anything to sit there and help him. So his best bet was to be in Dallas in either way, whether the trade happened or not. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just really, really gonna be hard to see how this computes. Big Gang says, "Damn, he forgot Clippers." I mean, see, yeah, Luka's been out 20. Luka's been out 27 games.
27. Okay.
So that's over half of the season already. Luka's been, you see what I'm saying?
All right.
So, and I've been saying it. I'm like, God damn, like if Luka was playing this season, the fucking record would probably be a lot better than what it is. It'd be a lot better in the standings of what we are. But then you just don't want to play. I don't know what it is. So then you kind of, I mean, that's why it's so crazy because then you got to look at why. Like, can you blame the front office when you have a superstar that doesn't want to play? How do you compute it? Yes, I would have loved to keep Luka, but then at the same time, put yourself as the owner. Put yourself in the mind frame of running the business. Okay, I'm paying this guy top dollar to be out there and perform, and yet he doesn't want to perform. It's almost like the Porzingis thing when Porzingis was down here. We told him we wanted him to come in and be the number 2 and help out, but yet Porzingis is finding ways to not get on the court, to not play.
Okay.
So what did we do? We ended up making trade and getting him out of there. It's just more magnified because Luka is the franchise star. He is the face of what, when you think of Dallas Mavericks, that's who you think of. But if he's doing the same thing, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Can you blame a front office for getting rid of an asset, for getting rid of somebody like that that didn't show up to work? Almost like you're wasting money. Now, I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. Like I want him to leave, like I want him to be gone. Because hell no. I've enjoyed watching Luka. I have. I've had my gripes about him and him not playing the defense and stuff like that. But shit, I love Luka being down here. Shit. But I digress from my point. Y'all people, man, please keep your comments coming, man. Please keep them coming. Brian, man, what you think, man? Yeah, we got to make sense of this, bro. We got to. What you think?
All right. So what I think this is all about is first let's go back to the beginning. Let's start straight from the beginning. There's something called Occam's razor. Occam's razor, right? And that says that the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. Right? And we all know everything is about money. And like you said, it's about business decisions.
Grandizer, what's up, bro? What's up? That's my dude. What's up? Go ahead.
What's happening? Whatever. So let's start from the fact that we gotta think, what's the benefit to both sides? What is the benefit? And I'm gonna start from the fact that they're saying that the players, most of the players, all the players, and even the coaching staffs didn't know this was in the works. Let's go from the fact that these trade talks never even leaked. They said LeBron learned about it while he was eating dinner with his family on Saturday night. AD was texting the Lakers group chat after they beat the Knicks, saying, "Congratulations on the win. Big win, fellas." He didn't know about it. Luka didn't know about it. He was still stunned. He was so stunned Sunday morning that he didn't return. He didn't answer phone calls from the GM or return his texts. He didn't want to talk to the GM. Luka's father said Luka did not deserve this.
Mm.
Luka was believed in the franchise. So, and that's from Luka's camp. That's from his own pops. Everybody is stunned. Everybody is shocked. Now, there's going to be a lot of conspiracy theorist people, and I understand why. I'm not just going to simply just label them as conspiracy theorists because they believe. You really believe nobody knew about it? You really believe LeBron didn't know about it? Do you really believe Luka didn't know about it? Of course, it was set up behind the scenes. They lying to us. I don't believe that. I really don't. These trades always get leaked. And usually the reason why they get leaked is because so many people know that the talks are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ramona Shelburne didn't tell us. Nobody, none of these NBA insiders knew anything about this until it hit the league. So Shams didn't find out basically until the league approved the trade.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nobody knew about it until the trade hit the league desk for approval. Nobody knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think this benefits LeBron? No, it doesn't benefit LeBron because LeBron had more control over the team with AD there. LeBron had a better chance of winning this year with AD there and making another trade to get AD what he wanted, which is another big and for him to play the four.
Right.
It
Right.
doesn't benefit Luka because Luka loses out on $100 million. Luka is not eligible for the Supermax deal with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He's going to lose out on $115 million.
Yeah.
So, what is this all really about? This is about the owners saying, fuck you to superstars. This is a big fuck you to the superstars of the league. It's about the Lakers owners, it's about Jeannie Buss taking back control of the Lakers from LeBron and not being held under a gun of LeBron signing 1 year, 2 year fucking extensions, having to fucking draft Bronny and make her team a laughing stock of the league,
Wow.
being forced to draft. She's taking back control of her franchise. This is
Wow.
this is about the Mavericks taking back control of their franchise from a guy who comes in out of shape, who's going to demand $300 million and stay entitled after he gets paid. This is the owners of the league
Mm.
looking at what's happening in Miami with Jimmy Butler
Mm. Mm.
repeatedly fucking over his franchise,
Mm.
not showing up to practices, making the team wait on the tarmac for hours before they leave to go on a road trip, being suspended most of the time indefinitely. This is literally about
Square biz,
the
man.
owners showing the players, you fuck with us and we will fuck with your money.
This is business at the end of the day, bro.
It's a business at the end of the day. The simplest explanation is LeBron still running. How do you figure that? Because LeBron would rather play. LeBron would rather play with AD. LeBron is persona non grata now. LA has their star moving forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
LA has
They
their
do
star
now.
moving forward.
They do now.
LeBron, if he's running the Lakers, maybe he should ask for a trade then if he's running the Lakers that much and get himself up out of there because LeBron is in win now mode. He only got a few years left. The Lakers are not, if LeBron is running the Lakers, let's see the Lakers trade Reeves in the next few days. Let's see the Lakers mortgage more of their future. You see what I'm saying? Because they got another first round pick,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
So you telling me LeBron would rather lose AD instead of get another forward to play alongside AD? AD is signed to Clutch.
Yeah, yeah.
So if LeBron, why would LeBron just ship one of his own clutch guys? Want to ship LeBron can come to the Bay. Hey, if that's
Shout out,
if
bro. Hey, it could,
hey,
bro. It
it
could.
could.
Sir,
It
I feel
could,
you, bro.
right?
I
It
feel you.
could.
I
It
feel you.
could. But see, that's what I'm saying. This is this is about the Lakers taking control over their future.
I'm loving this, man. Y'all keep coming with
So
it, man.
yes, maybe the Lakers are saying, "Hey, we want to have a future in our franchise after LeBron." Because the whole
And
story
they've
is,
been
right?
looking. They've been
And it's
looking
weird.
for it. They've been looking for it.
It's weird how people say, okay, LeBron destroys franchises, right? Because a lot of people say that, right? LeBron, he comes in, he takes over your franchise, he trades a bunch of guys away. He might win a chip or two or whatever while he's there. But then once he's gone, your entire franchise is destroyed because he's traded all of your young assets away and he leaves your franchise with nothing.
High and dry.
Right? That's what people say. This is the Lakers not wanting to let that happen to them.
My man Hill. Jeannie got don't get AD. You don't get a chip without LeBron. Her Lakers already a laughing stock.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they wouldn't get a championship without AD and LeBron. That's true, but that was years ago. What was the likelihood of they were fifth? They were fifth in the West this year. They in the playoff run. They in the playoff talks, but nobody was saying that they were good enough to win the championship this year as currently constructed.
No, no, no,
They
no.
did they didn't want to trade Reeves because he's on a good, nice young cheap contract, right? So they didn't want to
Yeah.
they maybe the Lakers finally woke up and said, fuck all this win now, mortgaging our future shit. And they finally decide to change course from that mentality.
Mm.
That's and I mean with the Mavs, we already decided with the and the did you see the press conference with
Yeah.
Jason
Nico.
Kidd and
Yeah.
Nick? Did Jason Kidd look like he was happy about this trade in that press conference?
Not necessarily.
He was holding his head down. Did
Yeah.
Jason Kidd look like he knew that this was happening? He did not look like a man that knew and signed off
Yeah.
on this. He
Yeah.
did not look like that man in this press conference. Nico said
Yeah.
something about we looking at this for win now, and then he had to add in, well, and in the future, 3 years, 3 years. He know it ain't longer than 3 years. And then he says, well, if me and J Kidd is still here, maybe they'll throw us out or they'll kill us or string us up.
Making jokes of it.
And J Kidd looked at him like, what the fuck? Like, don't put me in it, motherfucker. Like, you the motherfucker that traded him, not me. J Kidd looked at him like, don't put me in this.
The Lakers stopped playing checkers and started playing chess. Maybe so. Maybe so, man. I feel you,
Bro,
bro. I
LeBron,
feel you.
this does not this trade. People saying it benefit LeBron. That's crazy. It does not benefit LeBron. LeBron is in win now mode. He wants to win now or win next year. What benefits LeBron is trading younger guys to bring established veterans in, not trading the older dude. That's a direct uh
Mm.
compliment. AD is complementary piece to
Mm.
LeBron. Luka and LeBron plays almost sort of the same
I feel you.
position.
Yeah.
What was that? Wait, I missed that comment. Put that back up.
He said NBA owners can't play this game, made right money. Talking about starting to lead, they're not going to win this battle. Uh,
I mean,
no. All of it's a possibility. Mavs may rally behind this and set the league on fire. Kid did look, yeah. And even Big Game said Jason Kidd, like, yeah. Kid looked like, yo,
he
bro,
looked
like,
pissed off. He looked
don't
shook. He
even
looked
put me in this,
Don't put me in this shit.
yo, like this was
J Kidd.
none of my plans. I had nothing to do with this. I did not sign off on this.
Do
Yo,
we really think do we if everybody knew if everybody knew about this, if everybody knew about this ahead of time, why wouldn't it have gotten leaked? That's my Occam razor part of it. That's the the simplest explanation is probably more correct
I think if people knew
because
about
it
it ahead
didn't
of time, a lot of people would have
because it
stopped it
didn't
from
get.
happening.
That's why it didn't get leaked.
A lot of people would have stopped it from happening. So
That's
that's why it
that's
was
exact.
really kept under the rug
Yes,
and
that's
made it be a
exactly.
surprise for everybody to be
Yes,
like, hey, you know
it's
what I'm
too
saying?
late. It's too
To
late
make
to
it just
stop
to
it.
make it happen, to just make it happen.
It's too late to stop it. It would have got leaked. It would have absolutely got leaked if
When the
people knew
GM
about it.
said this was my call, kid leaned back in his chair and looked away. Bro was bewildered. Yeah, bro.
Bruh, it absolutely would have got leaked if more people knew about it.
And then again, and see, this is what's really crazy because everybody that's out there, Mavs fans, like we've been sitting here like supporting. We've been supporting Nico for all the moves and everything that he's done so far. And he's brought in Kyrie, brought in Clay. I mean, he's doing things, you know, on the saying, bringing Daniel Gafford and stuff like PJ Washington, bringing in guys, man, to help Mavs be a good team. And then he does this, and then it's like the fuck?
It's not. I think part of it is Nico too. Part of it, Nico could have he talked to ownership and he convinced ownership of the money aspect behind it. You know what I'm saying? But it's also not wanting to pay a guy that much money. You know what I'm saying? And
That's super max, man. I think no,
that
I think
super max,
seriously, I think
is a really big. That super max is a real from the Mavs perspective. On the Mavs side of it, that super max thing is a huge issue, right?
that's an
Especially
extra
with a guy,
350. It was like 340, 350 million.
especially with a young guy, 25. But let's he's maturing, but he's been there so long, and he was handed the keys of the franchise so long. He's entitled now, like at that spot.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
he's comfortable. He was comfortable in thinking like this is my team. I can almost do whatever I want to
I
do
can do
here.
what I want. And I agree with you on that. Because again, I've been speaking it on the last 3-4 years, man. I love what Luka does on the court, and when he's on fire, he's on fire. But at the start of the season, he's nowhere to be found. Why? Because he's overweight, he's out of shape. You know, his lack of defense, his lack of preparation and whatnot. You know, we've seen it plenty of times, even in crunch time, where he gets back on the even him not even getting back on defense when need be, always complaining to the refs when everybody else is down court and he's down there just hollering trying to get a foul or something like that. Like it adds up. It adds up to the toll. So then when you look at it from that business perspective, from that owner's perspective, if you're gonna be doing this on a nightly basis every time, if you're gonna always sit there and feel entitled, well, let me show you what entitled feels like, bro. You think you about to get 350 million to take this much money from us, and you're gonna keep on doing what you're doing when we can use that money, you know, to help make the team better, get better assets. This is that and the third. But I feel you, man. This is a big slap to the face for a lot of people, a big slap to the face for the freaking superstars of the league to let y'all know, hey, we ain't about this life. You crazy, you got some nigga, you tripping. You tripping. So
Uh,
let me show you how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
another thing that kind of made me believe that and made me see that point behind it is what KD said when KD and Phoenix was still playing. Was it Portland? I forgot who they were playing. They were still playing when the trade went down, right? And KD on the bench, and uh him and what's his name? They look completely shook, right?
yeah.
They look completely shook. And KD said something about, you know, we were so shocked because Luka is one of them guys that you think of as being untouchable, right? And then he said
Oh,
that
sure.
once we go ahead.
No, no,
Once
go ahead.
once we see that, anybody in the league could be touched. If Luka can be touched, anybody in the
Oh
league can
hell
be
yeah,
touched.
yeah.
And that's why I think that it's also a message. It's also a message being sent that nobody is above ownership. Players are not above ownership. The owners are trying to take back the power. And also it could be resetting the market, right? You had guys being traded for like 8 picks and 10 picks,
Yeah, like KD did. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bridges.
Yeah,
It wasn't Bridges traded for like 8 picks or something like that. Like that was
something crazy.
part of that trade, like
Something super crazy.
six, 8 like so they reset the market by trading a superstar and 1 first-round draft pick for Luka. Now the market is reset now because a lot of these teams are gonna be like, motherfucker, we are not giving you 4 and 5 picks for Zach LaVine, bitch.
And that's why, and a lot of
We're
people
not,
sleeping on that because they were saying,
we're not giving you five because a lot of teams around the league to create parity, you can't be giving up all of your future to get mid guys who not even real like
superstar.
superstars.
Yeah, yeah.
They not even culture, they not even real culture changers. But these guys, they've been having to trade for include 4, 5, 6 picks in every deal just to get one fucking deal done. So this also resets that market.
Probably so, Grant. I'm going. While you talking, man, I'm going through these comments, man, because they just coming in like, man. What's opposed to the NBA fans? Do they see behind this, or are they just it's just business as usual? It's more than just a trade. Does this set a pattern for the NBA going forward? NBA going a different direction? Man, I don't know. It's a whole bunch. Going back to my man Sherman. Is the rumor of the owners of the Mavs of Vegas? Look, there may be a connection. I've heard that. But I'm not 100% sure. I know that these guys want to
Um,
build casinos.
I
I
think I
know they
think
talking about casinos and stuff like that. So I don't
I
know.
that may be possible. We know that the NBA wants to expand, right?
Yeah.
So the NBA wants to add 2 teams. The only way I see the NBA allowing a team leaving from Dallas is if they already know that a team is coming to Dallas.
Yeah.
So as a part of an expansion plan, I could see the Mavs moving to Dallas, leaving the Mavs name in Dallas for France for an expansion spot for an expansion team to come to start in Dallas with the Mavs name. I can see that. I can see that happening. I can see that happen. That's just one theoretical possibility. I
Yeah.
don't necessarily believe. I don't know why Dallas ownership would want to leave Dallas. It's kind of like leaving Los Angeles. Like why the Raiders and the Rams should have never left Los Angeles in the 90s. The Raiders for sure shouldn't have. They should have never went back to Oakland. And after they went back to Oakland and the Rams left to go to St. Louis, the Raiders should have came back to Los Angeles before the Rams had a chance to come back, before the Rams and the Chargers had a chance to go to Los Angeles. The Raiders should have stayed in Los Angeles, or they should have came back a decade before the Rams thought about coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't leave a major market like that. It's ridiculous. So the Raiders end up in Vegas. The Raiders are in Las Vegas right now. Will the Mavs end up in Las Vegas?
Who's to say?
But I don't think there's no way the NBA allows Dallas to be without an NBA franchise.
Facts though.
Do we
Facts.
really
No.
believe the NBA is going to allow Dallas to sit
No.
without a franchise?
No. Dallas brings in a lot of money. A lot of money. So I don't know, man.
Dallas has to have there has to be a franchise in the Dallas market. Like
Yeah.
there's going to be an NBA franchise here.
Yeah.
So as part of expansion, maybe a deal is made. The team name stays here. The Mavs ownership, they get to move their team to Las Vegas at the same time as Dallas gets an expansion. That's the craziest scenario I could see. Or Las Vegas just gets one of the expansion teams. Las Vegas, we're gonna expand 2 teams. Las Vegas and Seattle gets a team.
Yeah, Dallas is a huge market, sure. Definitely is a huge market, man. So no, it again, again, it's still mind blowing. It's gonna be a while for us
Before
to
we get
even
over,
put this
yeah,
to
we go
even put this in
before.
perspective. Like it's gonna be the weirdest thing when you see Luka finally like on the court for the Lakers.
I just don't feel, and that's another thing. That's why I just really don't feel the conspiracy theories behind it, because it don't benefit either team in the immediate, like right now. Like it, I guess you could think that it benefits Dallas more in the immediate. At least that's what their GM claims, right? Because we believe defense wins championships. AD, he's been a little bit healthier, more durable than Luka so far this season, right? They have a more complete team. AD can play the 4 there. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Dallas has 2 legitimate fives,
Gafford and Lively.
even though one of them is hurt, right? Isn't one of them bigs hurt right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lively, I think
Lively's gonna be down for a while.
right. So, but AD can go right in and play the 4, right? The Lakers reports that the Lakers were getting tired of AD constantly whining about playing the 5,
I heard
and not
about that.
because maybe the Lakers did not want to trade Reeves for a 5. Maybe the Lakers were looking at the market and figured out we can't get a 5. We can't get what you want. So you either play the 5 and stop bitching about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
Lakers,
yeah.
these owners are tired of getting pushed around by the players. And the players sitting there making all these demands. I want this. I want that. I want a 5. I want you to bring in this guy. I want you to trade this guy. It's everybody else's fault but mine.
And and
You know what
and
I'm
I,
saying? And these owners are getting sick of that shit.
yeah, yeah. Mavs won this, but if Luca gets into LeBron shape, you know what I'm saying? But is Luca really gonna do that? It's a possibility, but is Luca really gonna do that? That's one thing.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do,
That's a good
do
question.
both of
Is
you
Luca
believe the
is
NBA
Luca
should
really
be
gonna do it?
moved? Moved in what way? Like you talking about that is 2 teams in the West. Does it benefit the West? Does a team in the East that's on the border of the West have to move to it? No, I don't think nothing like that, man. I don't think you got to do no kind of realignment or nothing like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it would have to be realignment. Well, there's currently 30 teams, right? Are there 15? Is it evenly split between East and West? 15 teams each.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's 15 teams. So yes, if
Is it 30 or 32?
there's 30 teams in the league right now currently.
Okay.
So if it's evenly split, if the conferences are evenly split down the middle, which I'm not even totally sure of, then any if there's an expansion and both of the teams end up being Western cities, then yeah, there would have to be a realignment, right? You want there to be 16 teams in each conference.
Yeah.
So yeah, there has to be if Las Vegas, for instance, if Las Vegas
If
and
it,
Seattle
like if
both
Vegas
get a
got one
team.
and see, and that's funny. The Grand Dodgers just said that if Seattle and Vegas get a team, then yeah, yeah, you got to put one. I would say Seattle will probably more or less go east.
No,
You think Vegas?
they'll move a team that's in the West that's closer to the East, probably. I
Or
mean,
well,
in the NFL, Kansas City is in the fucking West, in the AFC West, which is crazy, right? So in the NFL, Kansas City is in the AFC West. Like Kansas City is not in the AFC South or the AFC North. They're in the AFC West. And Kansas City, Missouri is dead in the middle of the country. Chicago is in the East.
we got to see how this works out.
Dallas is in the West. Dallas Dallas could possibly go to the Eastern Conference.
Big game.
OKC could possibly go.
Big game said
Memphis and New Orleans will
Milwaukee will
go to
have
the
it.
East.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
okay, there we go. There
That
we
makes
go.
sense. That makes
Because
sense.
they're both in the West currently.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense.
Memphis and New Orleans. Okay. Okay, I agree.
That makes
Yes.
sense. That makes sense.
In terms of geography, those teams make the most sense.
We are not Lakers fans. We're Luka fans and Giannis fans. If Giannis moves to the Nigerian basketball team, he gonna get his money. Teams that got power like that. Teams got more power than y'all think, man. Teams really
Yeah.
got more power than you think, man. These owners
Wait,
really
wait.
got it.
He said
I'm saying like,
if Giannis goes to a Nigerian team,
yeah, he gonna get that money.
Giannis is not playing.
Teams got more power than you think.
Come on now, Giannis.
I'm gonna
is not
say
playing
this.
in
I'm gonna
Nigeria.
say this
Yeah,
for everybody. Let me say this, man. For everybody that wants to put all the blame on Nico, and I've heard people put it on Mark Cuban, but of course, like Mark had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me.
But for everybody that wants to point the fingers, at the same time, y'all have to point a finger at Luka too. And I say this because if Luka did what he was supposed to do, now of course it's going to be hard because him being young, him being everybody hit the thumbs up on this, man. Please, please, please. If you tuning in, man, hit that thumbs up, man. Make sure you like the video, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and whatnot to the BGSC network and the show. But my thing is this: Luka has to take some blame of it. If Luka was showing up to play basketball, if Luka's mindset was about basketball, if Luka wasn't on an entitled type of mind frame, I don't think these discussions would even go about, because you're looking at a guy. Yes, you are a franchise player, but damn it, you coming in here and you doing what you're supposed to do. If it was really all about basketball, the money is cool, but basketball is the main thing. It's not me being entitled. It's me coming out here trying to do the best for my team. This is that and the third. I don't think we're having these discussions at all. I don't think these discussions are even in play. I think you're more willing to give him what he's asking for because he's doing what he's supposed to do.
See, there's one thing about LeBron that a lot of people don't give LeBron credit for, is that LeBron doesn't cheat the game. That's one reason why LeBron hasn't been fucked over by franchises before. That's the one reason why LeBron gets a lot of what he wants in the past. LeBron is about to be on his last years out. So LeBron this close to retirement doesn't have the same power that he would have had at 30. He doesn't have the same power at 30 at 40 that he had at 30. It's just not the same power, right? But LeBron, what I mean by him not cheating the game is that he has kept his body up. He plays. He doesn't practice load management as a lot of these other veterans do. He doesn't give the team a whole bunch of headaches, a whole bunch of mental headaches, right? Like, so he keeps his body in shape. He comes in shape. He's a leader in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Those are all true things that I've stated about LeBron. All of those things are true things.
Would you right?
So
Right.
LeBron, I was watching my nephew who's watching right now. He sent me a video of a couple guys complaining that LeBron was playing 40 minutes in a back-to-back. So they were upset at LeBron. They were saying LeBron is stat padding because he's playing too many minutes in the second game of a back-to-back. So we're gonna complain. We complain about guys who won't play back. Embiid refuses or was trying to refuse, right? And the team, they try to act like it's the team, right? So they say, oh, the team decided that he shouldn't play the second game of back-to-backs because we want to save him for the playoffs. The team is helping these guys load manage. Kawhi load manages. Kawhi doesn't play a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Zion comes in out of shape, finally got in shape a little bit. And then there's a video of Kawhi the other day saying, "Hey, well, the team don't want me to play back to back. It's their decision. It's not my decision. I feel." And Zion looks a lot healthier, like in that video. He looked
Yeah.
like he was in shape. He looked like he was pretty good. He looks a lot healthier. You know what I'm saying? But we complain about players who don't play. And then these guys are complaining about a 40-year-old man playing.
Make it make sense.
So make it make sense, right? Like, so people, they always gonna find, when it comes to LeBron, they always gonna find something to complain about. I'm not a huge LeBron fan. If LeBron, and I'm a Lakers fan. If LeBron came to the Lakers, if LeBron was, say LeBron really was upset about this trade, which I'm not sure if he's upset or not. I don't think he knew about it, but I'm not sure what his mind state on it is. Mind state with it is. I don't believe he knew about it, and I don't think he would have agreed with it. I think he would have tried to stop it. But let's say LeBron is that much upset, right, about the trade. LeBron and Bronny, they could go. I could give a fuck as a Laker fan. As a Lakers fan, we have our future now. So if LeBron went to the Lakers, if he went to Rob tomorrow and said, trade me and Bronny out of here, I would be happy. Because I was ready to blow it up anyway earlier in the season. You know I was, Reed. Come
Yeah,
on. You know I
yeah, you
was.
were. You were.
You
I
know
give
I
you that.
was.
You were.
I was ready to blow the
Real
shit up
talk.
already. I've been ready to blow the shit up. I've been ready for the LeBron era to be over. And that's not because I'm a super LeBron hater. It's because I do agree with most people that it does appear that LeBron has too much control over teams, and that when LeBron leaves a team, the team does seem to be left with nothing. And
Grandizer just posed.
The Lakers made sure that shit didn't happen.
Does LeBron
The
have the power to demand trade, get trades, influence others to trade from the Lakers to others who maybe free agents don't go to the Lakers? Does LeBron have
uh
the power?
he has I believe he
He's
has some
got
of those
some say so.
powers.
He's got some
He
kind of powers. Yeah.
he has some of those, powers. I mean, he does have Rich Paul, right? And Clutch. So
Yeah.
LeBron, through Rich Paul and his Clutch sports agency, he does have agent, some agent influence with a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? So he can recruit players and he can help players get to the destinations that they want to go to. So LeBron can probably influence, places where he want to go to too. LeBron has stated a lot of times that the Lakers was probably his last stop, right? So LeBron
Yeah.
has he stated that LeBron doesn't really want to end up anywhere else
Yeah.
after Los Angeles, right? He wants to
Yeah.
retire a Laker.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really want to he don't want to move his family again. Bryce is still in high school, right? Bryce, I believe he accepted Bryce signed to Arizona. Bryce signed to go to Arizona, I believe. Arizona, the University of
Ooh.
Arizona.
Oh.
So Lakers fans are ungrateful. He got AD and the chip. Come on, bro. I mean, yeah, I take that. Yes, I'm ungrateful. Yes, yes, I'm ungrateful. You got to realize most Lakers fans didn't want LeBron here in the first place.
I
If
believe that
Kobe,
though. I do believe.
if Kobe never passed away, LeBron might not end up in Los Angeles. Y'all do
Mm,
understand it. Y'all do understand
mm,
this, right?
mm,
LeBron
mm.
waits till Kobe dies, and then LeBron wants to be in LA. And I
Oh.
mean, and I'm not a complete LeBron hater though. Please don't I know real LeBron haters. I know some real LeBron haters. I know some real LeBron haters. And I'm not a complete, I mean, I'm happy we did get the championship. But there is time, there is a point where you move on and you plan for the future. The Lakers always, the criticism of the Lakers has always been that they always in a win now mode and they don't think about the future.
Yeah.
So the one point where they do start thinking about the future, and now the Lakers are ungrateful now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden now they are thinking about the future. Let's see what happened with Reeves. I would hate to see Reeves go. I want to see Reeves stay. I think Reeves can play the 2. Luka is obviously going to play the 1 when he comes back. I think Reeves can play alongside Luka. But if they are still trying to win now, then Reeves probably will be shipped in the next couple of days. And what do you do? So what does the Lakers do from here on out? Do we try to rent Jimmy Butler for a half a season? Do we try to
Half
rent
a season or something like
do we
that.
try to rent Jimmy? Do we try to go get somebody like Gobert, or I don't even know, and I'm saying all this without even knowing if the money match. So don't crucify me if the contracts don't add up.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you try to go? Obviously, the missing piece for this current Lakers with Luka and LeBron is a big, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so trying to go get a center, right? Kleba is hurt, right? Even isn't
Yes,
Kleba
he
Kleba
is.
is hurt right now.
And
So a lot of
he's not a dominant
that's
big.
why that's how we know that's how we
He's not a
know
dominant big.
that's how we know it's not a win now thing. A lot of people trying to say LeBron did this because he want to get more championships. How, motherfucker? How? When you getting two hurt players, you basically getting two hurt players that's not even gonna play in the immediate future.
True.
So how is it a win now thing? This is
True.
obviously a Laker brass. They didn't tell LeBron shit.
Jimmy is a cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that. But if
He is. He,
he is.
he's
But if you rent
he's
if you rent them for a half a season and it's all about winning a chip, Jimmy is gonna show up in the playoffs regardless. He's a dog, so he'll
well, Jimmy
show up.
did say his next stop wants to be his last stop. So
Yeah,
whoever that
I
may
saw a
be.
report. I saw a report that said
Yeah.
the Golden State Warriors interest in Jimmy is put off because Jimmy doesn't want to sign an extension in Golden State. If Jimmy comes to the
See, I don't.
Lakers, there will be no extension. The Lakers will not sign him to a long-term deal. So
Jimmy
if
got personal.
LeBron got person, and that's true too.
Hell yeah.
If
Hell
if
yeah.
LeBron is willing to play with Jimmy, what he does is
Preach.
LeBron tells Jimmy, he says, "Hey, sign to me, sign the clutch, right? Sign the clutch. You play with me, you give me 1 year, half a season. We try to win a chip this year, and then I'll get you paid somewhere else. It ain't gonna be in Los Angeles because the Lakers are gonna max Luka, and they're not gonna max Jimmy. They're not gonna trade a 31-year-old for a 25-year-old and then
Hell no.
sign and then max Luka and pay Jimmy too. They're not paying a 35-year-old. If they refuse to pay a 31-year-old, they're not gonna pay a 35-year-old, right?
Yeah. True.
So it would
True.
only be
True.
it would only be a rental thing in that situation.
It
And
definitely just be
are
a run. Yeah. It
and
definitely be
are
a
the
run.
Lakers even
Couple down Bron's second year as a Laker. Oh,
oh got you.
uh,
I'm glad somebody looked that up for me, but um I mean, all right, I was wrong on that. I can admit when I was wrong or whatever, but
again,
I still
again,
I mean
man.
I never liked LeBron. I never liked LeBron coming to the
Again,
Lakers. We
folks.
hated LeBron. As Lakers fans, we hated LeBron. And then we got to see him come to our team.
The,
And I
the,
mean,
the,
I never really I was rooting against him. It's almost like I never rooted against Luka. But I've rooted against every Celtics player almost there ever was. shit, I rooted against Rondo. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't super happy when Rondo came over to the Lakers, but at least Rondo had some stops in between, right? I believe. I mean, I don't want to see Brown on the Lakers. I don't want to see uh uh what's the other guy? What's the other guy on the Celtics?
Who? Who you talking about?
Uh
KG, Paul
no,
Pierce, or
no, right now, currently.
Tatum?
Yeah, I don't want to see Tatum on the Lakers. I don't want to see Brown on the Lakers. Right. So a certain guy, we didn't really want only LeBron fans was happy as fuck that he signed with the Lakers. Lakers fans wasn't super happy about that. Most current Lakers and I'm seeing a gang of Lakers, supposed Lakers fans. I'm using air quotes. Y'all can't see me, but I'm using air quotes right now because I've seen a ton of supposed Lakers fans that say they will not be Lakers fans once LeBron retires or if LeBron left.
Oh,
So fuck all that. Fuck all that
y'all
Lakers
were Lakers
fans.
fans, and y'all were Lakers fans
Right.
in the beginning. Yeah,
Right. You were LeBron fans. So fuck
yeah,
all that Lakers
yeah.
fans
I'm a Lakers fan.
aren't appreciative of fucking LeBron.
Uh,
LeBron brought a whole fucking host of bandwagon fans to our team, dog.
but he does that to every team that he's on, every team that he's ever played with. We still, I and shout out to my bro. He put up there how you know how Mark Cuban is kind of staying low key. He was wondering how Dirk and Michael Finley feels. That in the grand scheme of it, people, I don't think not. I don't think we'll ever know the true reason. I think situations like this are meant for the people that are involved in this.
The owners.
The owners, the GM,
Until the owners tell us,
you know,
until the owners tell us, then we not gonna know.
we not gonna know. I mean, we have our eyes on it. We can come out with all kinds of explanations and whatnot, like we've been doing the whole show. We can think this, we can think that. You know what I'm saying? But only the owners and the GMs truly understand why this had to happen, why they were being so quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? So while we're sitting here making every kind of emphasis and feeling like we've got the answers, we may be completely wrong. We may just be completely wrong until we hear them say it literally out of their mouths. We ain't gonna know anything, man. We ain't gonna know anything. But this is a very, very very huge shock. Not just in the NBA, not just for the Mavericks fans, not just for Lakers fans, but for basketball fans, period. Just basketball fans, period, man. This is, you know, something that we didn't really express. And then see, bro, and Broken, man, I actually had to get ready because I thought that you was gonna be on here, man, really trying to like rub it in my face. You know what I'm saying? You know how me and you do. You know how me and you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you been doing with this little Jamar Chase crap and stuff like that. Like, we ain't even gonna get on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk about
But
it.
no, we're not talking about it because this is strictly Luka and the Lakers. But I'm just saying, like, you know, I thought you was gonna sit there and just try to like,
Twist the knife in.
twist the knife all of it. But you know what I'm saying? But I have to look at everything in the whole, like the whole picture. Again, I've made the statement, y'all. I don't want to see Luka go. I never wanted to see Luka go. I'm a big Luka fan.
I mean, you don't want to see the face of your
You don't
franchise,
want to see the face of your franchise
a
go.
homegrown guy. You think he's gonna be there 20 years like Dirk? Just period, right? Like, imagine if Kobe left. Oh my God! If Kobe just never finished his career, if he didn't finish his career with the Lakers, I mean, how devastating that would have been. And I remember people used to tell me when the year Kobe demanded a trade, or basically almost demanded a trade, or basically demanded a trade before they got Pau Gasol, right? And I remember
Yeah.
people telling me, Shady, I'll say Shady. Shady said, if Kobe was traded, you would have been a fan of whatever new team Kobe. You're a Kobe fan. You would have went with Kobe. You would have been a fan of that. And I said no. That people didn't believe me. I'm a Lakers fan. If Kobe left, I wouldn't necessarily root against him, but I would be mad, and I would stay a Lakers fan.
I mean, I'm a Mavs fan. I've seen good players come
I'm
in and
from
out.
the old. I'm from the old school generation of fans. I'm not a fan of players. A lot of these new school fans, they follow players and they move with the
Yeah.
player.
Fair weather.
They move. I mean, I don't even know if at least they loyal to something, right? But they more loyal to players than teams. So they move with the player.
All the money.
They move with the player. They move when KD moves, they moves with KD. When LeBron moved, they moved with LeBron. So you know, it's a lot of Lucas smash somebody. Hey, the theory is, the prevailing theory is, and the prevailing rumors is, it's funny how you say Lucas smashed somebody white, but like people been the inside joke on the Lakers is that Jeannie smashes all the players too. So
Oh shit! I wouldn't, but y'all saw the way she was hugged up on Brian like that. So, bitch, you a little too close. You a little too friendly. You was a little too friendly.
The joke was that Kuzma smashed. Also that what's his name? From All the Smoke.
Barnes,
yeah, his wife just said he cheated on her with like 8 women in 1 month. Did you see that? But Barnes smashed supposedly.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, I don't believe it. I think that's people just be saying shit, man.
You know, Jeannie smashed Odom.
Stop, Odom. I don't know. I can't do her that dirty. Damn, Odom, shit.
Man, y'all bad. Y'all been wanting to please keep hitting the thumbs up, bro. Hit the thumbs up, man. Please hit the thumbs up. Nigga Sherman said he would too. Sherman,
hey, Jenny Buss is bomb though. Jenny Buss is fine though for all that. Jenny Buss is old too, but she fine though. Hey, Jenny Buss still look good. I'll smash. I'll smash Jenny. All that money she got, shit. All that money she got too. Stop it. Who not smashing Jenny Buss, nigga?
I mean, shit, what it is, bro. What it is, man. Before we head out, man, before I head out of here, man, it's just it's gonna take some time to get used to, folks. All right, man. It's just really gonna take some time to get used to it.
Hey, one knife I will turn though is that he keeping number 77, bro. We gonna see.
I expect
we gonna see the big 77 in purple and gold, baby. Let's go.
I expect him to. I don't think he's gonna. Why change that number? I expect him to. It's just I never expected him to be in another jersey, let alone the Lakers jersey. Not dissing y'all. I'm just saying. Out of all teams.
Wait, but hey, tell the truth and shame the devil though, bro. Tell the chat. Didn't I tell you this was gonna happen though? How many years ago did I tell you this was gonna happen?
You kind of said this like a while ago.
Years ago. But I told you Luka was gonna
saying this in like a joking manner. And when you had said it, I was like, man, get the fuck out. So and it's funny because once it happened, I like it brought back that conversation. I was like, this motherfucker really said this. And look how this like almost like you foretold the future, bro. But then it's funny because then it brings up another issue. Like they claim that Mavericks specifically reached out to the Lakers and nobody else. Nobody else. So they wanted to get it done with the Lakers.
They wanted AD specifically.
That's what I'm saying. AD is on the Lakers, like, and I'm still trying to find like what is it necessarily about AD that you want so bad. But then again, I think about it. Well, when AD is healthy, fuck, he's putting up great numbers. He's a definite great big when he's healthy.
Amazing numbers.
Amazing numbers. I can see him work well with Kyrie. A lots of
Maybe
he's
what flipped it. Maybe what flipped the switch for Nico was that well, Nico already has a relationship with AD, right? They already knew each other
right.
or whatever
All
from
right.
from years ago, right? But maybe what flipped the switch was again in this interview from about a week or 2 weeks ago, where AD kept talking about wanting to play the four and that he wants the Lakers to trade for another five because he felt like when we won the championship, that's what we did. So Nico is sitting there thinking, I have two bigs. I have two fives. AD come here, he can play the four like he wants to. Maybe that's, you see what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
like, I already have a center. I have a center. And if I want to get better defensively, and now I have a backcourt player, I have a point guard that can get AD the ball in the spots he wanted at. I have a center. I got two bigs. I got a center. A starting center. And then once Lively gets back, I got another guy that I could bring off the bench. AD basically never really has to pay the five in that situation, right?
All three of them can rotate however they want. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, you in between 4 and 5, but yeah, of course, AD will probably stay at the 4, but just
Yeah,
still,
because
you
AD
know.
is going to complain if he has to play the five. He's a bitch like that. Like that. That's another reason there's a lot of Lakers fans who loved AD. They liked AD more than they like LeBron. So I think a lot of Lakers fans, there's a lot of Lakers fans, especially the ones who hate LeBron, they liked AD more than they like LeBron. And they hate to
Yeah.
see AD go. They would rather see LeBron go and keep AD. I'm just telling you from the perspective of a Lakers fan who's talked to a lot of Lakers fans, is that a lot of Lakers fans would have rather kept AD, and they really like They really like AD. He's humble. He's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's pretty cool. He don't really cause a whole lot of problems, but he is kind of like glass to a certain extent. He gets hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? He seems like every little injury causes him fucking pain. Like, every little thing that happens to him, he has to sit
But
out
that
or
was
go out.
yeah, but that was him playing the 5 for so many years, and now, let's just see. We'll just have to wait. We just got to sit back and see. And then even the fact that he kind of waived that 5.9 mil or something, so Dallas could still trade and whatnot. So maybe in a grand scheme, he's looking at it like I might be at a better situation.
Oh, well, he absolutely wants to. Well, he wants to stick it to the Lakers now, right?
Yeah.
Like, when you get traded from a place that supposedly didn't even tell you, where you didn't even know, and they kind of just throw you away like trash. I mean, that's how you feel, even if that's not what the Lakers' intention is. But when you get traded from a place, you kind of hate that place now at this point. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I'm gonna prove to you why you should have never traded. So yeah, AD is like, okay, motherfuckers, all right. Yeah, I'll waive this 5.9. Let's get another mid-level guy in. Let's let's try to make another deal, bring another guy in. AD wants to win now. He does. AD does want to win now. That's a fact. So even when he was telling the Lakers, hey, bring a five in, he was saying that because he wants to win. And LeBron wants to win now. But LeBron is fucked over now, dog. This shit
This is
don't
kind
benefit.
of
This
these
shit
pictures
don't
are kind of
benefit
late,
LeBron.
but I just
This
want to give y'all visuals.
hey man.
It looks gross.
It'll grow on you.
That shit looks gross. I don't care what you say. That shit looks gross. I had to give y'all some visuals, man, before we head on out and see Anthony Davis.
Hey, no, it was a
Man,
picture. It was a picture of a super fat Luka. That shit was so funny. And LeBron was sitting there. LeBron was sitting there with a syringe, and behind him it was like a super fat Luka.
square bed. Man, it's got closer than the. I believe so, man. Hey, look, y'all. We got to sit back and watch, man. We got to sit back and watch again. Like, we don't know what the real true reason was, but Jesus, it's here. It's here, and we just got to swallow it, eat this pill, man. But hey, we got something to watch now. Some more TV, and NBA tried to make it more interesting for these more views. So let's see what it is, man. But I appreciate you guys, man, for tuning in. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. Man, shout out to everybody that came in here, man.
Yeah, man.
Comments, man. You guys made this a very, very live show. So I appreciate you guys, man. I want to make sure you guys hit the bell as well. So anytime we come up on the air, man, we have live shows. You guys can come in, throw your comments, man, everything like that. Not only me, man, MCXPRadio, but everything that's on the BGSC network. Make sure you guys are following that, man. Shout out to Big Game, doing big things, all of that stuff, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all made this a wonderful, wonderful show. I got to head on out, man. I got work in a few hours, but you know, man, I got to do my thing, man. Had to talk about this because this stuff is crazy, man. It's just what it is, man. This is it, man. This
the new era.
Really have. If you don't know, now you fucking know. If you didn't know, this is true. Now you know. Luka Doncic is a Laker. Anthony Davis is a
still don't believe. I'm sorry.
It doesn't compute.
I gotta see him actually play. I have to see both of these guys play, man. It's crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy,
compute, people, but it is what it is. Until next time, man. You guys take it easy, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all take it easy. All right, peace. Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep never gonna give me. Gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's like gonna get a shot at romance. It's kinda too cold. Yeah. I'm ice cold.